Okay. نبلش. Okay, so good evening. Uh, welcome, Sultan. Now we will speak more. You will speak more today, so you will have. You're lucky. It's your lucky day. Inshallah. Yeah. Since we are few still, we'll start by. Let's start by getting to know you a little bit, and to know me. You will get to know me also. Okay, so let's start with not the typical things about facts that surprised you in life. Things that you learned and you were surprised by them. What can you count? Well, for me, for example, I was surprised by the first time I know. Do you know when they paint the trees like from below? Like you see it everywhere here in Jordan. Like there's some white paint usually on the trees, on the trunk of the tree. Like they paint the tree, the trunk of the tree. They paint it white sometimes. You never noticed it. Well, I've noticed it always, and I've ever wondered why was that. And my theory was, so ants can't climb them, and it will be slippery for the ants. But it turned out no. So that was a shock for me, and I was like 18 when I learned that. um, uh, can you share something like that? Maybe.
Surprise. Maybe when my wife gave me the surprise when I arrived 30 year.
30.
Yeah, 13.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I'm very surprised. Before, because I don't have a happy birthday.
Oh, wow. That's good surprise. I know. You're late.
Yeah.
Okay. It's okay. Okay, so we are discussing about. Actually, you didn't understand my question,
Yes.
which is facts or things that you learned and you were surprised by them. Something new was to you. You were like, wow, really? Like, is that the reason behind something? Like, you were shocked. Can you think of anything?
Many things. Maybe the moon.
The moon, uh-huh.
Was very something that's bright and very very beautiful. But as the scientists, they say that it's most of hills and mountains.
Ah, you thought that the moon is flat?
Yeah.
Ah.
So
That's
it's not as we see.
And how old were you when you found out?
Uh,
Okay, now you will make it younger than it actually was.
Maybe when I am 15.
15. Okay, we'll pass that. Last week? Okay, we have Farah here asking what time till it ends and will she makes it? Well, you still have around an hour, a little bit. Oh, and Dali already answered you. Okay, so that was a surprise. Now you understood?
Yes,
That
maybe I get the point.
you got the point. Well, yeah, that.
Sometimes it's not something very scientific or maybe something that was real for you or your knowledge and you didn't update it. And then when you are updated, to feel that is very strange. Today I was surprised about something. I was talking with someone who was the lecturer at Faculty of Nursing, and I surprised that they have new courses that's very good courses, and it's suitable to the updates in the hospitals and the updates in the thing that they need really in their practice life. So I surprised that this course was not when I was a student. So yeah, I thought that they didn't know anything about that, and I went through a course for them And then they surprised me that it's already covered by the curriculum.
Oh.
So yeah, sometimes you didn't update your
Oh.
information about things, and things go in the life faster than you think.
Oh. Yeah. That's. I just remembered another thing that shocked me. Well, it made me feel really stupid. Actually, I will share it with you. But I was 5 or 6 at the time, so it's okay. I was asking my brother what's the name of my father's aunt, who's always at our grandparents' house, and he laughed so hard because that was my aunt. I thought she's the sister of my
You
of
don't
my
know what is your
grandfather.
relationship.
She was his daughter, but they just like she was born like when they were really young, so she was like in age, you can say, and she was dressed like my grandmother. And I thought always that they're sisters, or she's my grandfather's sister.
And she's her daughter.
And she's
You
my
are.
aunt. I was like, wow, that's her. So yeah, that was a shock for me. Oh, hello. Okay, so yeah, yeah, we started. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I think you will.
This is my second time.
Your second time here. Okay.
That's what you're asking.
Okay. So for who don't know each other, I'm Hamad. By the way, I'm sorry I didn't introduce you for the video for the people who didn't know me, and this is Sultan, Shaima,
So,
and Subhi. Yeah, the last time it was your first time.
yes, yes.
Exactly. I just remembered which ones. Okay, so we are talking about today the things that you learned and you were shocked by them. For example, you thought of something like you thought the moon is flat with no mountains, for example, or nothing, but then you learned that it has mountains and valleys and everything.
You need an example of such
Yeah,
a thing.
yeah, of you. If you can remember. Do you remember any? You were not shocked at all when you came
That's a
to...
hard one. That's
Huh?
a hard one.
That's a hard one.
Yes.
It should be easy. Like, for you, when you came to Jordan,
Yes.
you had ideas about Jordan. And when you came, I'm sure it was something else. So,
Something delicious, like malsa.
it
You
can
like
be... You like it?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's it.
few people don't like it, actually.
Egyptian people, I think, don't like it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they didn't cook yogurt. So they
Oh.
think that it's very fake
Oh.
and very heavy for them. Most of Egyptians I know, they don't like
Hmm.
I like the mansaf karaki. It's really
Mansaf karaki.
delicious.
You can't notice it at first, but well, another example is when I met Sultan, I thought he didn't speak Arabic, but he speaks Karaki also, not only Jordanian.
This is immortal?
Yes.
Ah.
That's it.
Yeah, so that was a shock for me.
Yeah. Your name is Sultan?
Yes.
That's strange.
that's
I told you.
that's another shock.
No. Just Sultan.
Just Sultan. Yeah, everyone is like, your parents
Because
named
the
you
people ask
Sultan.
me
I think
about
that you have
what
Arabic, maybe.
before your name. What? Maybe Ching Chong, huh?
Something.
People ask me
Ah,
before you Sultan, what your name?
yeah, that's
I'm Ching Chong. I tell him
Something,
like,
yeah, you have to be like
Maybe
something
Ching
else.
Chong.
Okay, I think maybe we should show the viewers so they get shocked if you like.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, so yeah, that's what is another example. Okay, so how about things? If you remembered something, say it before we switch, or we switch to another thing. Okay, things that when you traveled, we all traveled here, I think. Shaima, you all, I think, yeah. that shocked you in another country, that you were waiting for something and you saw something completely different? Hi, Abed.
Yeah. When I go to Saudi Arabia, I went to Saudi Arabia.
Uh-huh.
I thought that the female will be very restricted, very, very restricted. I don't think that she can ride taxi, she can do her things with herself. I don't think that. So I think that I will be, my brother was in another city, but I think that I will be delayed on him,
Uh-huh.
or rely on him.
Uh-huh.
But in the fact, no, I can go, I can.
You could do
taxi,
everything.
I can do everything by myself. So yeah, I was surprised by this thing.
Ah, wow.
Yeah, I don't need to cover my face. Just I need to wear a wire. I don't need to cover my face.
You mean compare between here and there?
I was not comparing. I was expecting more restrictions.
Ah, okay.
So when I go there, yeah, it was less than my expectations.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
That's a good thing when you expect worse
Yeah.
than the thing which is there
Yeah.
already.
Most of the time, I expect worse.
Yeah, that's the best thing.
I am pessimistic.
No, you don't have to be pessimistic. You just
I
don't-
increase my
I
expectations.
always think, I think that you should hope for the best and like prepare for the worst, so you
Yeah.
don't get disappointed ever.
Yeah.
Because I got disappointed like in many things when I'm like waiting for something and then it's not what I was expecting. Yeah. So we're talking about things that you've seen in other countries, and you were waiting for something, and you saw something completely different, and it shocked you that it's not what you. It can be a good thing or a bad thing.
Maybe when I went to Thailand,
Mm-hmm.
the Thai culture is way different than what you would expect, and people were extremely humble.
What?
Humble.
Okay.
That by itself was shocking for me. Like everyone was so nice and humble, and that's when you're used to living in an Arab country. That by itself was that's one more reason to dig into Asian cultures.
Mm. Interesting. Yeah, that's a positive thing. How about you? I want to listen from you. Like, what did you see at the first moments? Not now. Now you're
Yes.
like one of us. But before, like when you just came, you didn't know the language. What was surprise for you?
Honestly, I don't know about Jordan. When I hear about Jordan, I search about Jordan or maybe from map. Where is Jordan? Where's Jordan? So it's very small. I heard about Saudi, Egypt,
Mm-hmm.
but Jordan. When I came to here, maybe I go to because I study in Karak. So when I came to Amman,
You
I
went
happy.
immediately to
Yes.
Karak. Ah.
I'm happy I go to Amman. It's like city, yeah.
Uh-huh.
When I go to Karak, it's this.
It's a village.
No, Sahara. So this, what do you call? I'm shocked.
Oh, you had like a cultural shock almost.
This fake, the shock.
Yeah, that would be a shock also.
So until now, it's very good Jordan.
And did you have any ideas about things, how things could be here, and you found it in a different way?
Yeah, like culture maybe. It's different culture.
What did you expect?
Uh,
I'm just interested. Interesting. What people when they're coming to Jordan
Yeah.
expecting like?
But they know about
What do you
Uh,
expect when you're visiting Jordan?
like, I don't know much what different,
Mhm.
but when I see the culture, it's very different. So
Mhm.
maybe there, the girl, she can go in anywhere.
Mhm.
It's not problem. But here, you must have the mahram. you must
In
have-
Jordan?
Not Jordan. Yani,
Ah.
and I mean the Middle East.
Mhm.
more conservative. You mean?
Yes.
Ah.
You mean in the again where here is
She cannot go in with alone. Go to taxi maybe. sometime. Not not all people.
Not all people, but
Not
some
في عمان. I mean the Carib, because
Ah,
I live in
okay.
Carib. You know.
No, you're speaking about another
Yeah,
country.
yeah. Planet.
Because I was shocked, like, what are you talking about? Like,
yeah, but
trying to
sometimes
relate.
we-
Yeah, it can be.
Some difficult cultures, you know about the, like what they call ashira.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's hard to explain, yeah, to foreigners.
So, uh, Sarayra, you know,
Uh-huh, yeah.
By name.
someone of the ashira.
Yeah.
She take it from us. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I have the, what should they call? I forget.
No problem.
Qara'id, what it mean?
Qara'ib?
Uh,
Relatives.
yes.
Mhm.
So we have the relatives. What?
Relatives.
Relatives, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, Sarayra.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh. It's really interesting, like, from your point of view, that you are
I
like...
think he eats mansaf
More than you?
me. And he know more than me. I
Yeah.
think I know how
not,
it
not
will.
just mansaf. Not مسخن. I mean, not مسخن. Huh? مسخن.
مسخن
Yeah.
Different مسخن and مسخن.
You know
You
all
are
the
very
details.
good in English language and Arabic language.
When I speak, I like مسخن. What? What مسخن? مسخن. So I like to go there when I. Yeah, every day I'm just talk Arabic and another my mother language.
Mhm.
Just so I interest to learn about the conversation English.
Mhm.
So let here talk of him.
Okay. Enough attention for
Yeah.
now. Okay, so I see by your look, you're
no.
like, no,
Go ahead.
don't choose me. Don't choose me.
Choose me. Go ahead.
Okay, so how about how many countries have you visited?
Let's see. Turkey, Syria, Emirates. That's it.
Mhm.
4 countries.
4. Okay, which was the most surprising for you?
Thailand. by
Thailand.
far.
By no, because it can be also when you go to Arabic country, and it would be more surprising than all the foreigner countries.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
For example, Emirates was exactly just how I expected it to be.
Mm.
Syria, I must to remember everything.
what is weird about Thailand?
Bangkok.
No, what was weird? What you are
Everything is so different than our culture. So that by itself is that cultural shock.
you mean the food? You mean people?
Actually, I tried the food, but it wasn't
It wasn't what?
as good as I thought.
Ah, you expected better food.
Yes.
Sure, it's hot.
Yes.
It's hot.
Spicy.
Yeah.
Yes. And they had stuff that we would not eat, for example. So that by itself, everything was so different
Mm.
than our culture. Let's not go there.
Elephants.
No, I'm not.
You don't ride elephants?
No.
Did you?
No, because everybody when he goes to Thailand, he is an
There is a photo of that person. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you see on an elephant, that
Different
person.
city. Different city.
elephant city.
Oh. And how about you, Shayban?
I told you about Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
also Egyptian. I thought that it's not beautiful that I see.
Mhm.
I see it beautiful one, and very old, very ancient. Yeah, I like it. I don't think that I will like Cairo, but I like it.
Mm. Yeah, Cairo is amazing.
Amazing. Yeah, I don't think that. I was thinking that it's very pollution, and that I don't have the good idea about it.
Ah.
Even all of these films and
Mm.
but I don't get the good idea.
Mm.
But when I go there, no, I like it.
Mhm.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Since you're out of, I'm personally I'm out of memories, and I think for you. So how about we play a game?
Okay.
you choose a secret word and you have to describe it without mentioning the word itself, and the others have to guess.
Okay, so it's like a game of charades but with words, not describing with hands.
Exactly. That's a conversation game.
Okay, it can be, but it will be a little bit hard to pass the word to each other. I think, like to just describe the word, I think it would be hard to do here. Don't know.
You're the judge.
Yeah, but I love games, but it will be hard to do, I think,
Alright.
here. We'll see, maybe we'll do it like through the session. Okay, so, okay, you know what
About
we can...
you when you go to Russia?
Ah,
What you are surprised about?
many things. Everything I thought was better. I thought it was much better.
Wow.
Yeah,
You
it
have
was.
higher expectations.
I had really high expectations. Although my brother told me that I shouldn't have any high expectations for Russia.
He was there.
He was there before me, yeah, and he told me it's worse than it is, so I prepare for the worst. But he made it really unbelievable. I was like, it can't be true. It can't be that bad. But it was bad. Well, yeah. Well, my first. Well, no, she knows about it. Like the first shock. The first shock for me was that when I got out of the airport, friends of my brother like met me there, and we got in a car, and the steering wheel was on the right side.
In Russia, and Russia?
I was thinking like I didn't know that Russia drive like England.
Yeah, I don't think.
They don't. You just can't buy any car you want.
Ah.
It doesn't
It's about the
matter.
street. It's about the car itself.
Yeah, it doesn't
okay.
matter. I was checking other cars and I was like, he's driving on the right and he is on the right, and that I don't know these people, and they were telling me, I was sitting in the front seat and they were telling me, please look from the window and see if any other cars are coming towards us so I can skip this car in front of me. I was like, you're crazy. Where did I come? Yeah, it was like
So both of them
completely.
should have drag license. The driver and the beside him.
Well, you can drive there without any, actually. But they still drive better than here. Yeah, I was shocked until I came back and I drove myself here. I was like, no. They still like sometimes be doing something better with the driving.
There's action there. There is action and mafia. And
No, that's just TV. Like, well, maybe in somewhere far away, but I was always in the city center. Well, almost always, but it's not like before, like people say. It's just normal. It's like here. You can go out at night. It's okay. Okay. So speaking. So let's forget it with the traveling. Let's speak about what everybody loves. Food. Okay. Everyone is like, I don't like food that much, but I know you do.
everybody likes food.
Yeah, but something. What is the strangest thing you tried ever? Well, I will start. For me, the strangest food that I tried. I've tried many strange foods, but the strangest was, I think, seafood. Most of the seafood was strange for me because since we are from Jordan, we don't know seafood.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when I ate like a big amount of octopus tentacles, and I didn't know about it until the end. Until I went again to put another, and I was like reading and like really, and I started looking at these things, and I'm thinking like, will stuck to my tongue or like to my mouth from the inside. But it was good.
Because you don't know about it.
Yeah, because it's not our thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is the restaurant?
Mm-hmm.
Where the restaurant?
It was not here. You're interesting. You're interested, yeah.
Maybe
No.
Bangkok.
No, it was in Abu Dhabi actually.
Okay.
So yeah. How about you? Was there anything strange? What is the strangest thing you've tried?
told you before, mansaf.
Mansaf was the strangest thing you've tried.
Yeah.
Not karshat. Like, wasn't that the strangest thing for you?
Maybe he didn't try it.
Kirshat?
No?
I know kirshat, but
You know Kashan?
That's not strange for you,
yeah,
right? You also have.
we have them from
Ah.
Indonesia. It's,
Okay, so what was the strangest thing for you here or in
yeah, from
Indonesia? So what was the strangest thing ever, here or there, anywhere? You tried.
Maybe not much because maybe I live here a long time.
Ah.
So don't know.
Yeah, now
I don't
everything-
remember. What,
I remember now, yeah.
Which the strong is the delicious, which the not the delicious.
Zahan was strange or it's normal
It's
taste?
taste is very good.
Very good.
Yeah,
Not
but
strange.
Musakhan maybe anyone he can do it. It's I think simple,
Simple.
not like mansaf. Because mansaf karaji, you know, the yogurt can when you eat the people get from hand and he put inside. It's very strange.
That they use the hands to give you meat,
Yeah.
and you don't want
Eat,
to anymore.
please eat, please eat. I'm full, man.
You should be more than full.
If I have that gun like him, I kill him.
Oh, but he had
Yeah.
the gun, that's why you had to eat.
Yeah, so I eat, you know. Before I was with a friend. We can't speak Arabic, and I'm called to Tafila.
Oh.
Someone he is investigation.
Invited you.
Invite me. So I go to Tafila. When I came to the village, the people is with the gun. Well, not from planet, from Indonesia.
They all came
Yeah.
to meet you with guns.
Yes.
Wow.
من وين هذا؟ من وين؟ Sorry for the
Oh, that's really interesting, I think.
It's not,
Yeah, it's very interesting. Also
yeah.
for us.
It's not
I
like
go to
you
Tafila,
know.
I will die.
I'm not one who, yeah. You know one.
Ah,
who,
yeah. You don't know him. No. The
One who?
stand-up comedian? One who?
Oh, one who?
The-
He's
from
Korean.
Jordan.
Yeah, he's Korean
Yeah.
and he has the
I'm not one
the
who,
Jordanian
so-
one.
yeah.
The Jordanian spelling we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Or Chinese here? He's
Yeah,
Chinese or
Korean.
Korean?
Korean, I think.
He
Half
live in
Korean?
He born in Saudi and he live here.
Yeah. I know him.
Yeah, you remind us actually of
Yeah.
him.
So let me finish this the store. So not store.
Story.
Story. Yeah. So I made the mansaf the first time. So it's delicious. Okay, I'm hungry. But after that, eat more. It's very strange.
Yeah, that you
So
can't say
after-
no.
After that, I have experience. So I eat the slow. Yes.
Oh.
It's very. Yeah. No problem. I will eat, but slow.
Oh, that's the trick. You
Yeah.
eat slowly.
Yeah.
Slowly.
Yeah, you know, they should write it like, you know, in the guides, tourist guide in Jordan, like for everyone, for the newcomers, eat slowly. It's really good advice.
Yeah, good advice.
No.
Especially that the yogurt is very thick, so you will be die after that.
Not just the yogurt. The small is if he can't cooking very good. Small is really not like the cooking.
Um,
So after that, I back to the home. So I have experience.
You feel sleepy after matzah?
Yes.
everybody feels sleepy, I think.
Not sleepy. ميت.
Okay, so how about you, Subhin? What was the strangest thing you've ever tried?
Surely it was not a dining experience. It was having breakfast with my grandpa.
Oh,
He used to boil eggs, add honey to them, and add ketchup. And how did that mix? I have
Ketchup and honey and what?
and eggs.
Eggs. Ah,
Boiled eggs. So after you cleave the egg, after you boil it, you just put
Yes.
on
yes.
it? Or you
Honey?
like crack it, like, or you slice it to like two halves and then you
Two
put
halves actually.
two
yes.
halves. Yeah, because
Honey
it
and
doesn't
ketchup.
work.
Yes.
And it was.
That was the weirdest thing I've ever tasted.
And
I
how
don't
was
think I
it?
will ever taste it.
How was it?
You can imagine.
I can't.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why I'm asking. Like, did you feel good after that?
No, I felt sick actually.
Okay, don't try this at home.
Yeah, exactly. exactly.
Well, that's strange. Yeah, I've tried eggs with mayonnaise. That's what they do in Russia, but it wasn't that strange. It was like
Mayonnaise is
two
made
things,
from
yeah,
eggs.
two things that I know, so it's not a big deal. Like the same thing, slice it in half, and just some mayonnaise. Yeah. And how about you, Shema?
Also seafood. I remember one thing, I don't look at this. Sushi. It was strange.
Sashimi, I think.
I don't like sushi. Maybe I can taste it, but I don't feel it's very good. I think that's very
Just
normal.
don't like it. It's
Yeah,
not your
I don't
thing.
like it, yeah. Some of seafood, but I didn't remember the names of this. Another thing. I forget.
One of the strangest thing also that I've tried was you call them cancers, like crabs, but that small cancers. Yeah, that was the shock for me. Not was the food itself, but was the how do you do it? You just like there was like this delivery place which gives you delivery. But you can ask for cooked or not cooked. We bought not cooked because like it was much cheaper, and they told me just like we will put them like my friends were there, they know it all. We'll just put them in the water and that's it. We just boil them. The surprise is that they were alive. And you had to pick them up and they're like pinching you all the time. That was like really, really, but you know, all the, they're good. Anyways, but it was like, yeah, painful to prepare. And that was, yeah, so, okay.
Also these things about kashat and Hawani.
Yeah, that's,
These things very strange and don't like it. Also.
okay. So, enough about food, I think, before we start feeling hungry.
Or not.
Huh?
Or not. Or we would not.
I think we would if you continue about food. Like it's time will be getting to like late for everyone. I don't know when did you eat last time, but you will get hungry. Okay, so how about we share other experiences with each other, but they would be about dangerous things. What is the most dangerous thing that you've tried? Yeah. It can be like something at some place or like something you did by yourself. Of things that you did by yourself, I can remember like a ton of them. I've done like many dangerous things when I was a kid. Like for example, I like to disassemble things, just like to look what's inside. So once I was disassembling the button of the lamp, like the table lamp, it has this button, like the long one with two sides, and I wanted to look what's inside. So I waited when everyone is not home. I was alone or like in the room alone. I was little, so I opened it and I wanted to touch it, but I was so stupid I forgot to get it out from the socket. So yeah, I was shocked, but I didn't dare to tell anyone because I knew my mother would make it even more painful if I tell her. So I just quietly put everything back, and that's it. Like, but yeah, that was dangerous, pretty dangerous. Yeah. How about you guys? If you'd like to share.
Yeah. Sometimes, but it's safe things. It's not scary. When you are with a group and you do hiking sometimes, and you do something that you feel I will not do it. You do it in the other end. Yeah. Some
Like
have
what?
climbed mountains and then you will fall from the mountain by ropes. Yeah. I don't know the
It's
concept. Inzal.
I don't know, like it's I don't actually know what they call it professionally.
It's against
Like
climbing.
to go down with a rope.
Go
It's,
down the rope, yeah.
yeah. Oh, hello.
أنا سألت إذا You go. How do you register على فكرة هي أول مدة يعني.
Oh, it's okay. Okay, so okay, my name is Muhammad, and this is Sultan, Shayma, Subhi, and
Or joy.
Farah or Joy. Okay,
I'm your son. I'm your son. My name is
Nursan.
Nursan, yes.
It's, I didn't hear that name before. What does it mean?
Sunlight.
Nursan.
Nursan?
Nursan? It's like Nursan. Ah.
Turkey.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so we were just getting to know each other, and we were telling about. Well, lastly, the last thing we were discussing is the most dangerous experience that you had. What was the most dangerous thing you've tried?
Yes, just now. Yeah, we got in a Korean car and we asked him to drive fast. We have to be here, and he did drive. Really drive fast. I specifically asked him to drive fast and not kill us. And he almost killed us. We were dead psychologically, you know. Thank you.
That's that's the newest, I think. Like what anybody has. Okay, so
I have the list if you.
you have a list even.
First of all, I drive in Jordan. That's.
You're driving Jordan.
But that's not the most dangerous experience. I think I had an aircraft accident actually. That's the
Aircraft accident?
most- Yes.
Like-
I was piloting the aircraft.
You were
itself.
the pilot. What kind of aircraft?
glider.
The glider that you.
No. It's a little aircraft without an engine, but it looks like an aircraft.
That you hold and run with.
No.
Oh, which one?
Gets by plane and leaves you in the sky. It's
Already too dangerous, you know.
Yeah,
Just
that's
like
why
some
some-
plane just drops you.
By yourself?
no. I had an instructor with me, but he was something happened and he didn't get enough speed, and we had to emergency land. So we landed on the terrain, not on the runway. It was a
So
small accident.
how is the aircraft? I'm interested. Is it like closed thing or it is
Closed thing.
open? It's
Totally
closed.
closed.
Uh-huh.
Yes. And, instruments, and it looks like a real aircraft.
It's like a real plane, just no engines.
Exactly.
Okay, that's more safe.
I had motorcycle accident.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
I wonder if that. That.
That's dangerous also.
Yes. But nothing happened.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, we can see because motorcycles, it's really dangerous if you get an accident. Wow. How about you, Sultan? You didn't say us anything.
Yeah, like him. When I drive here, okay, I don't have SIM.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have this accident.
Mm-hmm.
Hit me the pollution. Okay.
Uh-huh.
After that, he told I afraid. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I take the car from English. I was walking with MC. When he hit me, the car from behind. I thought I see him the car. It's a big problem. He will ask me where you are SIM. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When I told him, I'm diplomacy.
Ah.
I'm not diplomacy. I'm like, I told him, my driver, he will come. Because when you finish the problem with me, you will go to ministry, you will go to
So many places. Yeah, it's hard.
It will long time the process. You go to court.
Oh.
So he afraid. He come but he afraid.
Uh-huh. So
Because maybe he have the work. I don't know. He very what you call the staging.
he's in a rush.
Yeah. Okay. So my driver he will come and you finish with him, I will go to every school. I don't have time. so, okay, sir. I'm sorry. Okay, no problem. You don't pay anything. so my heart he will go outside. Not him.
You know we're live, right? Even know you. But nobody's seen your face yet. That's a good thing, yeah. So
when I go to, alhamdulillah.
yeah, it passed.
But he hear my voice.
Ah.
Maybe he search.
Did you speak Arabic then?
No.
Oh, okay. Just speak Arabic, tell them you're from here. Just like half Jordanian, and that's it. Half Dublumasi. The other half. Okay, so since we are now 5, I would like to propose a small activity, let's say, okay? So, it will be, since we have 3 new, 2 almost usuals, like your second time. So, it will be just to get to know each other a little bit more, okay? So, we will get in groups of 2s, and it will be like 3 groups, 2, no, it can't be. Okay, I will be with the last one, you know what? So, 3 groups, and that's it for now. So, you now just go with the person that you least know in this room, who you don't know at all. Like, for you it's easy.
3, 4.
For you it's easy, and for you also, okay? You can switch places and everything, because I have this video thing here. So, yeah. So, just anywhere you like with the person that you think you least know.
I'm with you.
Okay, so can you come here? Okay, so now we will be telling everybody else about our partners by telling them 3, let's make it more interesting, 3 things. No, I'm thinking about something better. I don't want that usual thing. Let's go with the first thing that we did that most of you missed. It's 3 things that you thought were true before and turned out to be a lie, or you thought something like you did. I will tell my example. I will tell my example. As a kid, I always thought that when they paint the trees, like the trunk of the trees, I always thought that it's so the ants can't climb up. It gets slippery for them, so they fall. So it was my logic as like I was until I was 18 actually, but it was a shock for me later. So that's the point. So try to get from your partner 3 things like that. Well, if less, so no problem. Okay. So we spend on this like 3-4 minutes, and then we tell everyone. Okay. Okay. So.
I have no clue.
You have no. You never thought like when you were little, like the moon follows you.
No. Come on.
Really? Like many of my friends did.
No.
You were always smart.
Well, I guess. No. I still don't know why they paint the trunk.
That's a mystery.
Yeah. And I really don't know.
Okay, so I will help you out. I will be telling about things that I didn't know. Okay, I was shocked, for example, when I knew Many things actually. I always had my own theories. I never like to ask questions. I just like to use my imagination for answers. So, for example, I thought, well, that tree thing, and I thought that, it's helping you.
When you get older, you start to discover things, and the things you thought they were wrong when you were young, they're no longer wrong. That's why you no longer remember them. That's my theory. I don't know.
Okay, but I remember, for example, I was shocked when I knew that. I'm trying to remember things that I can say.
It's something. I remember one thing.
Yeah.
When I was young, I thought that, do you know the letters on the keyboard? Like, for instance, it's a C, I don't know which letter in Arabic, right? And I thought if you switch the language on Word document and you change it to any language, okay, and you start, for example, typing world in that specific letters, they will become that letters
In that language, so it will translate them.
Yes, which is not right.
But
Because they do have
interesting.
different meanings.
Yeah, but that's interesting idea. Yeah, it would make sense for me as a kid also.
Yeah.
Well, I used to think that when we are watching cartoons at home, if I switch off the TV and go to the supermarket and come back and switch it on,
Hold on.
it will continue. Well, I was a kid. Come on.
It's funny.
And I used to think that the shop owner, the supermarket owner, gets to get all the delicious things for free because they're
Come on.
already there.
It's there in every kid's thought.
Yeah,
Every
but
kid think that.
but-
I even thought that.
okay,
I
so
even
that's what
thought
we
that.
we have in common.
Sure, but
So now we have two things.
yeah, but every kid thinks that way, right?
Okay,
It's
so
how our minds are built.
something else.
Yeah. Yeah. I always thought that learning languages is easy.
Well, it depends on the language.
Well, no, it's not because I tried.
But you're good with English.
Thank you. But no, I tried to learn Greek and I failed miserably.
So you're done here?
Yeah.
Two? Okay. And how about you there, Subhan Sultan? You're done or not yet? How many you got?
Zero.
Z-
He's got one.
You should refresh your
Okay. Well, since we don't have much time left, I think we start. And remember, anything you will tell it by yourself. Okay. So I will start. So this is Farah here. I got it right. And she used to think that if you switch the language on the computer and type the letters, it will, like, if you type a C, it will write the letter C in any language that you chose on the computer. So you don't have to, like, the order is the same for everything almost. Like, it translates stuff.
If you write sun, it will, in English letters, it will automatically write it in Greek letters, and it's wrong.
Like if you use the letter, let's say, okay, not S, let's say what I remember, D in English. On Arabic, it's Ya on the keyboard. She thought if you switch on the computer to Arabic and you write D, it will be Dal.
Yeah.
D, it's almost D.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what she thought.
No,
And
D, it will be D.
no, because if you write a sun, I thought it will automatically write sun in that language.
translate.
Language.
Wow.
Translation. That's how smart I am.
Uh-huh. Okay, and the other thing was
Um,
about I don't remember. You told me something else. Okay, you tell them now about what I told you.
He thought that he never knew
I already told that to everyone.
Well, that's what I remember. So
The cartoon thing.
Yeah, right. He thought that if he turned or switched the TV off and then he went to supermarket and then got back, when he turns it on, it will continue. The show will continue.
Continue as it is.
As I left it,
As
yeah,
it
of course. Like,
Okay.
huh?
Imagine the future.
Yeah.
See, I should have like invested in this idea when I was 4. So, okay, how about you?
Okay. Okay, so she thought that if you drink coffee when she was a child, it will grow mustache.
Mustache. I thought that too. They told me too.
And she thought the moon is flat.
Mm. And
She told me something very strange.
Yeah.
That she have twin, and they think that the twins will each other limbs, other hands,
Yeah,
and
because
feet.
it's like
So they didn't sleep. She and her twin they didn't sleep.
where is your twin? First question. Where is she?
Because she will eat her hands at night. So they didn't sleep.
yeah.
They thought
like,
that they would each eat each
yeah,
other.
each other hands or
Hands or
legs if we
legs.
sleep together. Yeah.
So you
At
always
the same bed, so
try
we
to.
always sleep separated.
Wow. Okay, that's a great
Very
idea.
strange.
But interesting.
She's her sister, not her twin.
Ah, your sisters.
Yeah, we're not twins.
Uh-huh.
But we need that twin.
Wow. It's too late, I'm afraid. For the twin. Oh.
The other thing that she thinks that the moon waits in the beginning. I don't know what's the name.
Croissant.
Crescent. Yeah. When in the crescent, there is always somebody that he is fishing.
Yeah.
Well, that's from the
Yeah, I
DreamWorks, I
heard it.
think.
Yeah, yeah,
DreamWorks
like it's-
company. Yeah. Ah, you thought it's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he,
in
Ah,
real
she thought
life.
that always he is there.
So you thought the first 3 seconds of the movie are a documentary.
Yes.
Basically.
You can say that.
Oh, interesting. Okay, and what did you know about Subhim? What did you get to know? Well, who got one? You got one from him, right? Then? Ah, okay. I thought it's the other way around.
When he was a kid, he thought by night the sea turns into a road that you can walk in.
This, you can walk. The water disappears?
Yes, it becomes a road that you can walk through.
And
Wow.
the river? River or...
No, the sea. Any
The
sea.
sea, like the ocean,
Oppa!
right?
The children will get when you go to nobody.
Ah. Ah. Where, did somebody tell you that, or was that your imagination?
No, this when I young, maybe 10 or 9. I think we can't walk in the sea.
Ah, you thought that by yourself, like you imagined that you, if you, at night you can walk. It would have been good, actually. Useful. But okay, that's a different topic, like where do all the boats go? Okay, and you couldn't remember, maybe now you remember something? Still? Like you thought that these aircrafts fly always when they drop them from the airplane, but they didn't.
But you know, have you ever noticed around the moon, sometimes there is this mist, like a circle.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever seen something like this?
Yeah.
It's gases around the moon. I used to think that this alien invasion when I was a kid.
Ah, they're coming.
Yeah, they were coming. That's
That's the sign.
I remembered one,
Okay.
and this might seem disturbing, but I used to think that when I cry, someone is watching me, and so I would stop.
And what?
I thought someone is watching me when I was crying, and I cried, and I would stop.
Ah, so you didn't want anyone to see you, like that
Maybe
mysterious
from a
thing.
psychological point of view.
Mm. Interesting. Oh. No, everybody's just quiet and like. Okay.
They're not saying anything. It is disturbing.
No, everybody's thinking about their own things. Trust me.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so thank you for coming today. Now we end our session.
That's it.
Well, you came late, like really late.
I asked him to go fast.
Next time you come the same time, same place, 6:30. From 6:30 to 7:30. Yeah. So now we finish the video. Thank you for watching. And we had here Yazan Al Zyudhai, but I missed him.